Hello, everyone. This is a new world, new corona world, which we have to learn to live with. And you'll have to get used to seeing us doctors in this new avatar. We're taking all precautions for your as well as our safety. And we want to welcome you back to our clinics as well. In our video series, our next topic is urticaria. Urticaria is a very common thing that we see in our patients and इसको हम हिंदी में पित्त कहते हैं और गुजराती में इसको कॉमनली सीरस के नाम से जाना जाता है. Urticaria is nothing but a kind of skin allergy in which patients basically get hives. हम जिसे हिंदी में commonly लोग कहते हैं छपाके हो जाते हैं and इसमें बहुत ज़्यादा itching होती है. Patients tend to itch themselves quite a lot and there are rashes which happen all over the body. This is nothing but a kind of allergy to either some kind of food, some kind of infection in the body, some inflammation that happens in the body, and is quite a common thing which our patients come to us with. And this is something that the patient suffers a lot with and gets irritated for a long time before they come to us. When we're talking about urticaria, patients have this very common doubt that they ask us, why do we get these allergies? They're very worried. They want to get some tests done, do anything to find out the cause of it. The common causes that we see in our patients, one is definitely food. Okay, a lot of times it's because of some food or it can be aggravated with some kind of food. So food allergies are common. Other than that, there can be some kind of an infection in the body, like very commonly ladies have some urinary infection or some kind of other infections in the body, dental infections which we are not aware of. Any kind of infection in the body can also make the urticaria keep increasing or it's not cured in a lot of our patients. Also, a lot of patients have acidity, gastritis. That causes that one of the cause of that is H. pylori infection, and even that could be one of the common causes of urticaria, and some kind of inflammation in the body. Our patients say that urticaria has to be food related. In India, everything is food related, and patients feel they've eaten something khatta, kuch sour food kha liya hai, or maybe had a fermented food. They feel they've had tomatoes. They related to besan. So these are common things that the patients relate the food allergies to. And they want to find out what they're allergic to, or some patients they stop all of this in their diet. What we as dermatologists explain is that not every patient is allergic to all these kinds of food. Okay, until and unless you have seen that you eat a particular food and within next few hours you get the allergy, then you don't eat that food at all and you repeat eating that food again and you again get the allergy, only then you can prove that it's due to that particular food. Also, patients ask what to eat and what not to. So we generally tell them that anything that's a preserved food, anything that's a packed food, anything that comes out of all these kinds of sauces these days, those are the common things that we see allergies to. There seafood allergies are also quite common. So it's not that if you have urticaria, you need to avoid all kinds of foods. There's another entity which is called as physical urticarias, where patients can get urticaria or allergy to sun. When they're going out into a lot of sun, they get urticaria, which is called solar urticaria. They could get a pressure urticaria if there's some kind of pressure, continuous pressure on an area that gets swollen. It could be aquagenic to water, like patients say that they've taken a shower and after that they get urticaria. It could be to heat or cold at a particular temperature only they get urticaria. So there are different numerous types of causes and types of urticarias that we see in our patients. Urticaria patients ask us if they could get some tests done, some investigations done, and that could help them with their treatment, or they could come to know what is the exact cause of urticaria. So they also want to get these expensive food allergy tests, which in most of my patients I've seen that the report just comes the same, because what is seen in these reports and what actually is much different. Okay, but as dermatologists, yes, we do get your blood test done, which is a basic blood test just to see what are your counts, to see if you have any urine infection, to check your liver function, just to rule out any kind of infection that you may have in your body. Okay, so it's really not important to do these expensive tests. Rather, if you really want to know what is the cause of your urticaria, you could keep a diary, keep a note of the things that you eat during the day, or some things that you use, and that is increasing your urticaria. Keep a proper record of what is happening, and then you could in some patients you can find out what is the cause of your urticaria. A lot of our patients, we don't even come to know what the cause is. It's basically called as idiopathic or autoimmune, in which it just happens. There are allergies in which we are definitely not going to get any cause that the patient has. So, in most of our patients, if we go and ask the history properly, we can find out what the cause is to some extent and help our patients that way. Patients are also worried that, by the time they come to our clinics, all the hypes have settled, there's nothing that they can show us. So they're very worried what is happening with their skin. But going to a proper dermatologist can definitely help them. The treatment of urticaria basically consists of giving our patients anti-allergic medicines. These are very, very safe medicines. Initially, we had anti-allergics which used to make our patients drowsy, but now we have a lot of newer antihistamines or anti-allergics which don't, cause any kind of drowsiness or sedation during the day, and patients can very well continue with most of their activities during the day. And we can updose the antihistamines dosage and keep our patients quite comfortable and symptom free. Lot of patients and doctors do use steroids for the urticaria, but I generally suggest that please do not take steroids for this kind of allergy, because allergies do take their own time. They may take few months, they may take few years in some patients, but they are never permanent and eventually they go away. Steroids are used only if patients have severe urticaria which is not controllable by anti-allergics, or they have angioedema, basically, which means that their lips get swollen, their eyes get swollen, and the allergy becomes very, very severe. Only then we give these medicines. Also, the good news is urticaria has a lot of new medications which are coming, biological drugs, and a lot of other medications with which we can definitely help your urticaria. So, most of our patients of urticaria, before they come to us, they've been to a lot of doctors, they've changed doctors, they've taken alternative medicine, they've tried food restriction, they've tried everything, and they are really, really worried and depressed as to what they can do about their urticaria. All I want to say is that urticaria is something, nothing to be worried about. It is treatable, very much treatable. It may take few months in some patients, or it may take longer time. It's like an allergy. People have allergic rhinitis, which means they keep sneezing because of dust. This is something like that happening on your skin. And it is going to take time, but it's going to be much, much better. Also, somewhere we also tell our patients, this is related to stress. All these diseases which are autoimmune can be related to stress or what you're thinking. So definitely, if you're have a positive attitude, it should help you in your life. Thank you.